Welcome back to the ruins of Kerman Coffee, where agents revive, refuel, and reload. We're here in my favorite corner, where there are fewer bullet holes from those crappy war dogs. I mean, who shoots up a coffee shop? Don't you black tusk dummies drink coffee? Ah, never mind. I really like this comment and question from JCam1758. He writes, "Thank you for your videos. Please keep it coming. I'm new to the Division 2. I appreciate that, bud." He continues, "I was wondering why after level 40, despite all the high-end loot drops and getting exotics, I'm dishing worse damage than I did pre-40. These videos made me understand. I'm shade level 30 now, and my crit chance and crit damage is 51% critical hit chance and 102.5% critical hit damage running a damage build. The dependencies on talent made me farm specific loot as opposed to picking up everything I see. I've made 3 loadouts now without being dependent on other content creators with their builds. I can now run directives on top of challenging. Tried on heroic, but dang, I'll get there, which I wasn't able to do prior to watching your videos. Please keep your content going, because I feel I need to learn more." Hey JCam, thanks for the kind words and thoughtful message. I'm so glad the videos of the build series have helped you accelerate your growth. There's a lot of great content by creators on YouTube. The build series will help you be discerning. On to your question. Let's break down why your damage output might feel lower post-level 40, JCam. What I'm about to say might be a bit difficult to follow. I'll do my best to make it concise. Before you hit level 40, gear scales with your character level. At level 31, you'd pick up gear marked as level 31 on its icon. By level 39, you're finding level 39 gear. That number shows the gear's basic power. Higher level, higher stats. But here's the shift. Once you hit level 40, all gear drops are standardized at level 40. No more level 41 or 42 gear. It's all level 40 from now on. Now, for those of you agents recently returning to Division 2, you might have noticed there used to be a gear score. That's been done away with. Back to the topic. Gear stops leveling up at level 40 once your character reaches level 40. This is the part that might get confusing. Once your character hits level 40, all gear drops at level 40, and a new system kicks in, the Proficiency rank, which is part of the Expertise system. Have I confused you yet? I'll try to address that in the future. But the Reader's Digest version is this. Expertise will increase the stats of an item. Proficiency is the path to qualify for expertise. Let me unpack that for you. Proficiency rank goes from 0 to 10. You can increase it by using an item a lot, like getting kills with a weapon, or by donating resources like printer filament at the recalibration station. If you're low on resources, focus on using the item in missions to rank it up. Once you're fully proficient at rank 10, you can upgrade the item's expertise grade, which boosts its stats. But how far you can upgrade depends on your overall expertise level. I know, all this sounds kludgy. It's because the devs added these concepts separately and incrementally over time. It's just another subsystem players have to learn. Character growth isn't a straight shot. You have to level up here and there, and I'm so glad there are some great resources on YouTube and some experienced players who help me understand it. Okay, so how does expertise work? Let's take a weapon as an example. Once you've used it sufficiently to max out proficiency at level 10, then you can spend resources to upgrade its expertise. Each expertise level adds a small boost, plus 1% weapon damage per level. So, at expertise level 1, you get plus 1% weapon damage. At expertise level 2, it's plus 2% total. And by expertise level 10, you're looking at a solid plus 10% weapon damage boost. Currently, you can go all the way up to level 28. I'm curious if the devs will increase this cap in the future. I'd love to hear from fellow agents how you've explained proficiency and expertise to where people go. I get it now. Okay, let's talk about the damage drop now. First, make sure your weapons and gear are all level 40. Anything pre-40 is going to be weaker, especially on challenging with directives turned on. Level 40 gear has higher base stats and maximum possible attributes for things like crit chance or crit damage than pre-40 gear. So, check your inventory. Make sure all your equipment is level 40. If they're not, farm some new drops on challenging difficulty. Countdown is a great option if you're up for a challenge. To increase your damage output, you'll also want to check if the attributes on your weapon are maxed out. If not, keep farming for better rolls. Ideally, for most DPS weapons, you'll want to roll damage to targets out of cover. Basically, any enemy not crouching behind cover will take more damage if you have that attribute. For the weapons talent, Strained is a good choice. Also check your weapon mods. If you need crit chance or crit damage mods and don't have them, go craft them if you can. I've met some players whose levels are in the hundreds and they still haven't unlocked much at their crafting bench. Some key mods, like ones that increase magazine size, are extremely useful, so it's worth completing the requirements to unlock them. Two more things come to mind. First, if you have the special ammo directive turned on in your missions or global settings, that might be why enemies are hitting you like a truck. Their rounds can pack a wallop with effects like bleed or fire. Also, enemies at level 40 are tougher in general, so make sure your armor is up to par with level 40 gear. If that directive is making things too tough, turn it off, can alleviate the pain a bit. Second, call for backup. Directives are a great way to level up faster with bonus XP, but they make enemies tougher with things like special ammo. If you're struggling, teaming up can help. Congratulations on the 3 loadouts. I hope to find out what they look like in the near future. You're doing great. Okay, ending transmission. Peace out. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay dangerous.